The year was 1896, and this intersection was the start of Perth's first gold rush. Or was it? This is the story of Lovetts Reward. The North Dandenong gold scandal, 40 minutes from Perth, was like something out of a movie. In 1896, Perth was gripped with gold mania after discoveries in Menzies and Kalgoorlie. It was a frenzy, and if you could discover gold a bit closer to Perth, it would save the travel. The first reports of gold started coming in October 1895. The reports stated that huge gold discoveries were found in the hills of North Dandenong, just 70 kilometres from Perth. The major gold discovery was reported by Menzies, Lovett and King. By April 1896, the newspapers were in a frenzy, reporting daily on the gold discoveries by Menzies, Lovett and King. You may have heard of Menzies, the Canadian prospector. He had a town named after him in the eastern goldfields from a previous discovery. The three prospectors even provided specimens as evidence of their finds that was displayed in the Perth city for all to see. And all this did was intensify interest in the area. Almost instantaneously, everyone was pegging out leases in the surrounding hills and valleys. They even held a lavish banquet for Menzies, Lovett and King, where Lovett was rewarded with a gold watch. The Darling Range Syndicate was formed, and 50 locals invested to develop the mine. Shareholders were told that an English investor had visited the mine and described it as the best gold reef he'd ever seen. Shortly after, an English investment firm invested £30,000, exactly what they were looking for. A government geologist attended the site to investigate the claims of the gold discovery. But all that did was add to the mayhem. In his report, he stated he had no doubt that this site would be one of West Australia's richest gold discoveries. However, his report briefly stated that he did not visibly see any gold himself. A Mr. Cassidy was appointed as the mine manager, and for the remainder of 1896 fabricated false mine reports that was published as fact in the local newspapers. The public was starting to doubt the reports, but Menzies, Lovett and King flat out denied that by refusing public access to the mine site. Menzies in particular appeared to possess all the characteristics needed for a con artist. L.H. Darlot wrote about visiting the mine, "I saw and was disappointed, but I have so much faith in Mr. Menzies that after seeing him today, I thought I must have been wrong." A letter was written to the newspaper by a Mr. Timperley stating 25 years before he had been instructed to go to the site, which had been prospected by W. Pollard. He panned the creek next to the later gold discovery and found one speck of gold. With all of the tact of a bull elephant, he told Pollard, "The prospectors as a gold digger do not appear to be very brilliant." Pollard agreed, stating they had found very little. Some pointed out that the matrix of specimens that had been displayed did not match the geology of the site. A London journalist visited the site and deemed it to hold very little gold at all, classed it as just a prospecting site with no promise and very little works conducted to date. H.W. Butler complained, "Many areas are owned by persons unable or unwilling to show inquiries about their datum peg. Other holders are absent, and employees know nothing of their lease boundaries." By 1897, the goldfields were basically abandoned and all the machinery was being sold as cheap as possible. That's because there was no gold. The final straw was when a Mr. B.F. Camilleri of Bustleton in 1937 wrote of his prospecting days. At the height of the events, he broke into the mine and stole some stone showing gold from the cutting. He was able to scrape the gold off the surface of the rocks with his knife. The underlying ore held no gold. A government geologist was dispatched, but this time a more professional report was produced. He noted that none of the surrounding countryside showed ore that was likely to contain gold. Gold was found in holes under large boulders along the short range of the creek, and every pan brought up nuggets. But these had remarkably similar appearances to gold found in slag from smelting operations. His conclusion: "In the face of all evidence, I cannot arrive at any other conclusion than that the gold was put in the creek. But it was certainly water-worn and therefore must have been in the creek for several years." Lovetts Shaft is still visible at the site today. Ironically, the area may still contain small amounts of gold, planted by the miners over 100 years ago. The Darling Range Syndicate was formed and 50 investors formed... Fuck. Where do these fucking cars come from? By April... Oh, fuck's sake. Shareholders were informed that an English investor had visited the mine and declared it the... Investors were starting to doubt the reports that Menzies... By 1897, there were... Fuck's sake. Well, I almost forgot. I got back in the car and I was bloody hungry and I forgot I had one of these. $30.99 jerky, grass-fed beef, salt and vinegar. Now, I'm a big fan of salt and vinegar, so this should be good. That's really good. I really like that. That's bloody great. Check them out.